Day of the Dead. So today is the second day of Day of the Dead. So yeah, build an altar or ofrenda. Set up a table with photos of departed loved ones. Place their favorite foods, drinks, and personal items on the altar. Include water to quench the spirit's thirst, along with salt and other offerings. Decorate with brightly colored cempasúchil or marigolds, which are believed to guide spirits with their strong scent and vibrant color. Use papel picado, colorful paper banners to represent the wind. Add candles and incense. Decorate graves in cemeteries. Visit family graves to clean and decorate them. Place flowers, particularly marigolds, on the tombs. Share a meal and stories with family at the cemetery. Some traditions include flying large decorated kites in places like Guatemala to honor ancestors with handwritten prayers attached to the tails. Make and share traditional foods. Bake and share pan de muerto, a sweet bread often shaped to resemble bones. Make and decorate sugar skulls with names on them. Other popular foods include tamales and atole, a sweet corn-based drink. Participate in public celebrations. Attend parades which feature elaborate floats and participants in skeleton costumes and face paint. Cities like Mexico City have large public events in central squares with music and performances. Some towns and cities host public celebrations with live music, dancing, and altars. An example last year of an altar is basically this. This is what an altar looks like. This one is, of course, dedicated to Liam Payne. Of course, they did this 1 year ago, which you actually have to wait. So, yeah, I think it's really sweet that people did it. Okay, Angelitos, souls of deceased children, Los Muertos, the dead, ofrenda, and altar, the central element of the celebration, calavera, skull, often used for decorative sugar skulls, papel picado, colorful perforated tissue paper used for decoration, copal, a fragrant tree resin burned as incense, la tumba, grave or tomb, el desfile, parade. There is a website dedicated to Day of the Dead that I will put in the description. So yeah. Okay, Samhain. Uh, Build altars. Create a sacred space with photos, mementos, candles, and offerings of food and drink to honor loved ones who have passed. Offerings. Leave out traditional offerings like a saucer of milk, bread, or sweets for spirits. Feast. Enjoy seasonal foods like pumpkins, apples, root vegetables, and breads, often with a focus on gratitude for the harvest. Set intentions. Use Samhain as a time for reflection to look back on the past year and set new goals for the coming one. Wear costumes. Dress up in costumes to ward off evil spirits or to honor the dead. Samhain, the name of the ancient Celtic festival, Milesian. Irish for candy/sweets, Tabbies. Scottish Gaelic for ghosts, Levies. Scottish Gaelic for matzah, Conona. Irish for nuts. Halloween, derived from All Hallows Eve, the night before All Saints' Day. Spirits, the time was believed to be when the boundary between the worlds of the living and the dead became thin. Sacrifice, bonfires were built to burn crops and animals as sacrifices to the gods. Oban, make spirit guides. Families create spirit horses from cucumbers and spirit cows from eggplants with wooden legs to help spirits travel to and from the home quickly. Set up an altar. A bandana is set up at home with offerings such as water, incense, rice dumplings, noodles, and a mortuary tablet with ancestors' names. Bon Adori dances. People gather in circles to dance to music, often around a raised wooden scaffold called a yagura, which can last all night. Avan is an important time for families to gather and connect and for communities to come together to celebrate. Avan, the common name for the festival, Urbani, the formal name. Bonsai, a related word meaning potted dwarf tree. Grave cleaning. A common tradition is to clean the ancestors' graves, horse and cow figurines. Cucumbers and eggplants are used to create figurines of a horse and a cow to represent the spirit's journey to and from the afterlife. The horse cucumber is to come back quickly, and the cow eggplant is to return slowly. Hungry Ghost Festival. People burn joss paper which represents money and other paper items like houses, cars, and clothes to be used by the spirits in the afterlife. Sorry, guys. Okay, I'm ready. Lotus-shaped paper lanterns are often lit and floated on water to guide lost souls back to the spirit realm. Public stages are set up for traditional Chinese opera, music, and other performances to entertain the spirits, with the first row of seats often left empty for the ghosts. People are discouraged from being out after dark, as it is believed spirits are most active at night. Some also avoid whistling, swimming, or even looking at photographs taken at night. Gyue, Ghost Month, the period when ghosts are believed to roam the earth. Guhon Yiguai, lonely spirits and wild ghosts, spirits without descendants to honor them. Gonpin, offerings of food, drink, and other items given to the spirits. Jizu, ancestor worship. Goimen, Ghost Gate, the entrance to the underworld. Chumben, people visit local pagodas and monasteries to pay their respects and participate in ceremonies. In many temples, people throw sticky rice balls or other offerings into fields or through the air, believing they are directly providing food for their ancestor spirits. Monks chant throughout the night, especially on the final day, to honor the ancestors and mark the period when the gates of hell are believed to open. Some ceremonies involve creating piles of sand or rice that represent Mount Meru, the mythical mountain where Buddhist gods reside, and placing money or other offerings at their base. Pitru Paksha, Shraddh, performing a ceremony that includes offering pindas, rice or grain balls, and favorite foods to the ancestors, often on the specific lunar day of their death anniversary. Donations, giving food, anadayan, and other items to the poor and needy is considered a highly meritorious act during this time. Performing charitable works is done on behalf of the ancestors. Many people refrain from buying new things, starting new ventures, or celebrating joyous events like weddings. Paksha is Sanskrit for fortnight, referring to the 15-day period. Tapena, the ritual of offering water to ancestors. Kanagat, a regional name for Pitru Paksha. Shraddha, 16 Shraddhas, another term for the fortnight. Pitru Loka Nivasi Bhyo Namaha, homage to those living in the ancestral world. Namo Va Pitra Samya Svaha, calls on the divine wisdom and support of ancestors. Be right back. Zadusky. It is traditional to light candles Snixi on graves. The flickering lights are believed to guide the spirits of the deceased and symbolize hope and remembrance. People spend time in prayer for the souls for the departed, often those believed to be in purgatory. Meals often include traditional dishes like beetroot soup with dumplings, breaded pork fillets, and special poppy seed cake. Pamunkey is a term for the memorial feast. Guy Fawkes Night. Large bonfires are lit, often with straw-stuffed effigies of Guy Fawkes placed on top to be burned. In some places, effigies of modern political figures are also used. Fireworks displays are a central part of the celebration, symbolizing the explosives that were never used in the original gunpowder plot. Traditional foods include toffee apples and baked potatoes. Drinks like traditional tea or cider are popular. While the tradition of children parading guys through the streets for money has mostly died out, community displays have taken its place. The event is marked by the famous nursery rhyme, Remember, remember, the 5th of November, gunpowder, treason, and plot. Bonfire night. People gather around bonfires, whether they are community organized or at a private party. The tradition of burning an effigy of Guy Fawkes on the fire has become less common in many areas. Popular treats include toffee apples, toasted marshmallows, and pumpkin, a type of gingerbread cake. Warming drinks like hot chocolate or mulled wine are also common. Bonfire night, also known as Guy Fawkes Night, commemorates the anniversary of the failed gunpowder plot in 1605 to blow up the Houses of Parliament. Gunpowder, treason, and plot, a key phrase from the rhyme referring to the failed 1605 plan to blow up the House of Lords. King James I, the king who was to be assassinated, barrels. The barrels of gunpowder hidden beneath Parliament. Treason. The crime Fawkes was convicted of. Fireworks. Pyrotechnic displays that are a central part of the celebration. Crowd. People who gather to watch bonfires and firework displays. Hot chocolate. A common warm drink to have on a cold November night. 5th of November. The date of Guy Fawkes Night. Explosion. The result of a gunpowder blast. La Toussaint. Pots of hardy frost-tolerant chrysanthemums are the most popular flower choice for La Toussaint in France, and their use is considered a tradition specifically for the dead. Other flowers like heather and immortal wreaths are also common. Those who are religious may attend a special mass or or service, such as the All Saints Mass, to honor the saints and deceased relatives. La Toussaint coincides with a 2-week autumn break, autumn school break in France. Tous les saints, all saints. La cemetery, une tombe, a grave. Les jours des morts, the day of the dead, the day after La Toussaint. Fastelavn. Hit the cat out of the barrel. This is a central game where children take turns hitting a barrel with a stick until it breaks open. The barrel is filled with candy and sweets, not an actual cat, which was a past tradition. The child who breaks the barrel is crowned the cat queen or cat king. Why does that kind of sound like a piñata? Hitting a barrel with a stick until it breaks open. Families may decorate homes with birch twigs adorned with feathers and sweets. Fastelavn, the name of the celebration, a variant of the German Fastelavnd, meaning the evening before the fest. Slagkatten of Tunden, the phrase for the game hit the cat out of the barrel. Follow up Bolognese. The words from a traditional children's song that is sung while trick-or-treating for buns and candy. Lent, the Christian fasting period that Fastelavn precedes. Dia de las Brujas. Children dress up and go door to door asking for candy. In Spain, October 31st is the start of a 3-day period that includes Dia de las Brujas, followed by All Saints' Day and Day of the Dead. People honor their deceased loved ones by visiting grave sites with food, flowers, and drinks. Some regions have specific traditions like queimada in Galicia, a strong alcoholic drink prepared with a spell. Festivals may include parades, music, and other performances. Bruja, witch, disfraz, costume, Alana, spider, Esquelito, skeleton, Diablo, devil, zombie, just zombie, Terra de Alana, spiderweb, Vela, candle. And that's it. Bye, guys.